Okay, so you're doing a whole lot of pike handstand push-ups because you're trying to get handstand push-ups, but we have to make sure that there's no faults appearing in your pike handstand push-ups. So a few things that we can often see is, when someone sits up, they sit up and their hands are just simply too far away from the box and it becomes more of a push-up rather than a handstand. So the first fix is get your hands in closer. The goal is that your torso is inverted, right? Like you've got to be upside down as if you were in a handstand on the wall. So you need your hips above your hands. If that means that you need to put your knees down rather than only having your toes in the box, then do that. The next thing we can see go wrong is people have their fingers turned in, okay? When your fingers are turned in, it turns your shoulder in and it means that your elbow wings out, all right? So firstly, with your hands, index finger at 12 o'clock so that you can keep your elbows closer to your body and keep your shoulder in a stable position. And then the other piece is where your head goes. So if I sit up, I'm inverted, I've got my hands turned out where I want them to be, but my head goes straight down. That's not the position that I'm going to want to be in when I'm doing handstand push-ups on the wall. Whenever I'm doing handstand push-ups on the wall, and therefore whenever I'm doing pike handstand push-ups, I'm trying to create a tripod. So I'm going to have my two hands here, my head needs to land there. And when you're doing things like kipping handstand push-ups, especially where your feet are coming off the wall and you need to support yourself in this, in this base, this is going to give you balance, okay? This is a tripod where you can put weight into your hands and have weight in your head, and you're going to be able to hold yourself in that headstand at the bottom of your handstand push-up. If your head is in the middle, you're in a line, and that, trying to balance your body weight on that, it's going to be nearly impossible. That is going to be the person that constantly falls off the wall at the bottom of their handstand push-up. You've got to have your head in front of your hands. So on the bottom, you should really be able to see your hands. So that's going to be one of the first things to start practicing. Keep your elbows in, hands turned out, and your head needs to be in front of your fingers. So we can utilize an ab mat to help with this because it allows you to know that you've got a target for your head and that your hands or your knuckles can be in line with the front edge of your ab mat. So when we get into position, it will end up looking like this. Hands slightly turned out, my elbows will squeeze in, and my head's gonna go to the ab mat and then back to the box. To the ab mat, back to the box. And there you have it.